In this unit, I've wrapped up demand and supply in formulas, in graphs, and in definitions that all seem to start with the word marginal. It's really a little like teaching military history, only using maps and leaving out all the pictures of battlefields strewn with corpses. Yes, demand and supply meet at the equilibrium price, but it is not always a peaceful encounter. There's a reason these curves slope in different directions. Consumers and producers may settle on a price, but they do not have an entirely common interest. Consumers, after all, want to buy more stuff at lower prices. Producers want to produce more stuff at higher prices. These are competing desires, and consumers and producers battle it out in the marketplace, and sometimes competition feels like war. The equilibrium price determined by the intersection of supply and demand is indeed sometimes more like an armistice than a friendly deal. And that's why at this point in the course I like to visit the front lines of the consumer-producer wars, Walmart. If you doubt that we're talking war here, just take a look at this news clip. Well, Walmart gets a lot of grief. It gets neighborhood protests, labor pickets, bad press. But let's face it, Walmart also gets a lot of customers. I first encountered Walmart about 25 years ago. I was a young working mother living in Hyde Park, which is a neighborhood on the south side of Chicago that's home to the University of Chicago, where my husband was teaching at the time. In Hyde Park, you could find just about any obscure philosophical text. You could find interesting ethnic food, but there was basically nowhere other than going downtown to even more expensive stores to buy the basic stuff that kids need, and kids need a lot of stuff. This was all way before Amazon, by the way. So one weekend I found myself in Warsaw, Indiana, which is part of Indiana's Lake Country, and I ventured into my very first Walmart, and I was blown away. I found packs of size 4T Little Mermaid underwear. I found packs of men's white t-shirts. I found packs of AA batteries, and all at a great price, a lot lower than I could find in Chicago. In other words, I scored big in marginal utility per dollar in a Walmart in Warsaw, Indiana, of all places. So, has the rise of Walmart and other big box stores been good for the American economy? Has it given consumers more and more marginal utils per dollar? Or has it sent manufacturing jobs overseas while offering workers at home inadequate pay and benefits? Or, and I won't make a secret of it, this is what I think is the answer, maybe it's done both. So, today you're going to watch two clips from a PBS Frontline episode entitled, Is Walmart Good for America? By the way, if you'd like to watch the rest of it, I have put it on Moodle. Now, this video, let me admit, is a decade old now, but the debate about Walmart hasn't really changed, and when I looked around, I didn't find anything I liked nearly as much. So, in the video, you will see Walmart's defenders focus on the benefits that Walmart brings to consumers, by the way, especially lower-income consumers, and also on the innovative way that Walmart used technology to identify consumer desires. Critics focus on the way Walmart's pressure on producers has driven business overseas and depressed retail wages. Note, however, that the video does not focus as heavily on Walmart's labor policies. We're going to return to the subject of wage rates, the minimum wage, living wage, etc. in the next unit. For now, I want you to think especially about Walmart as a battleground between consumer demand and producer supply. I'm not, by the way, asking you to take a side on this question, or more accurately, I'm asking you to take both sides. Your assignment is to write 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph will give 2 different reasons or claims why Walmart has been good for the American economy, especially the American consumer. I want you to support each of these reasons with 2 specific pieces of evidence from the video and the readings I've placed in Moodle. By the way, I have 3 readings that I highly recommend. I chose them because they are short and have a lot of factual information, but I've also included in a folder labeled Other Walmart Readings some longer studies, sometimes the studies referred to in the short articles for anybody who'd like to explore further. So again, as this slide states, by specific evidence, I mean statistics, examples backed by detailed study findings, etc. The second paragraph will give 2 different reasons or claims why Walmart has been bad for the American economy. And these should also be supported with 2 pieces of specific evidence. Again, at least 1 piece of evidence for each reason or claim must come from the readings. And please, don't just cut and paste from the web. This will get you into a world of hurt in college. And this is a college credit class. Let me emphasize here, I'm not asking for a personal reflection essay. I'm not looking for and will not award points for an emotional response. Don't tell me whether or not you think Walmart is nice or mean. I want you to make an economic argument, a factual argument, an argument, and support it with factual evidence. Remember, I used to be a debate coach. When I return, I will give you an opportunity to share a more personal response on the discussion board. This quarter, I'm going to ask each student to make at least 2 contributions to a discussion, either one that I start or even better, one that you start. This will count as part of your participation grade. Meanwhile, this essay assignment has been entered as an essay quiz in Moodle. Get as much done in this as you can in class. The essay will remain open, however, until 8 a.m. on Friday, March 27th.